Previously on Winter Wonder Wasteland. Shit happened and I can't be asked to recap it. The Session 7 recap will be coming up later in the week, but the current summary of where we are now is Stable 82, the stable that our party found under the church in... Shit, I can't remember the town name. Starlight. And the door has just been sealed behind them, leaving them in an almost perfect darkness. Time to see what's hiding in this darkness. Right, players?
I kind of missed that part because, in terms of, I wasn't there for that part, so...
Sorry, what?
Come on. I'm totally getting keyboard.
What did you say, Jenko?
I said I wasn't there for that part. I left before that, so I don't remember getting here. But yeah, we're apparently there.
Yeah.
Now Steely's like, where the fuck are we?
To give you a quick refresher of why the five of you are down here, Feather Dance saw what was basically a shish kebab and instantly decided she wanted it. However, the person who owned it said that he would only trade it for something valuable made by Stable Tech.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Why does a healer want the shish kebab?
No. Feather Dance, the companion you guys
right. Okay. Right.
The Enclave.
Is this food again, or is it an object? I forget.
It's a flaming sword.
Oh.
Made out of a lawnmower blade, a motorcycle rev, and a gas tank, and maybe something else, but I can't remember.
Chain.
Oh, thank you.
But it's a really cool flaming sword.
I love it.
And Feather Dance, for whatever reason, had an instant want for it.
Damn well she better.
Alright.
So,
Feather Dance, who's standing next to you, speaks up. Alright, I can't see a dang thing. Can someone please give us a light or something?
I can do that. Or with the pitbucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might not be a good idea to set things on fire down here, since we don't know what's down here.
You know, I can just breathe fire out of my mouth without setting things on fire.
Actually, do you have any word?
What?
Word.
No.
Oh.
And if there's... I don't know, explosive gas somewhere down here?
Good call.
Good call.
Alright, light up, feet.
There probably isn't, but...
I'm setting up the thing to light. And wouldn't our Pit Boys detect that? Pit Boys?
No. They only do radiation.
So is there gas down there? Because I kind of if my character's electronic and there's sparks sometimes.
Ooh, yeah, good point. Well, I think at this point,
you can tank it.
Feather Dance is just assuming.
Yes,
the worst
I can tank internal explosions.
Exactly.
Who doesn't love explosions? I take her precaution. Just light up the pit buck.
Same here.
Alright, with the combined light of your 3 pit bucks, I'm including Silver in this, since he's not here, you managed to illuminate the entrance hall that you came in from. Steely, you apparently barely managed to avoid banging your head against the door mechanism sitting in the middle of the room.
Sorry, what was that?
In the darkness, you barely managed to avoid banging your head on the door mechanism in the center of the room.
So, like, the thing that opens it?
Yeah.
Okay, right. That's why I didn't understand.
Sorry.
That's right. I'm having a hard time picturing. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm looking it up so Danson has a point of reference too, because she's never seen this. I got one. So, you're all standing in the small little valley in the center of the entrance room, with the door shut behind you and the green glow of your pit bucks lighting up a small area around you. It doesn't seem like there's anyone in the entryway. And you can just barely see the terminal in front of you, but there doesn't seem to be anyone there who could have locked the door again.
And the pip isn't putting any lights on, is it?
What do you mean by that?
You know, like beeps?
Oh, you mean like on the radar?
Yeah.
On the radar. A quick glance at your radar reveals nothing. Only the 4 other dots around you.
Alright, everyone, I'm going to do the obvious thing and knock on that door.
What door?
The door we just came from, clearly.
The vault door?
Oh.
Are we inside now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I thought we were in a cave going into the vault. Okay.
No, sorry.
Right.
You're in
Okay, I'm not going to knock on the door.
No, that's my bad. You weren't here, so you didn't know.
Damn, now I'm out of things to do. I'm gonna, like, shine the light around to see what other rooms there are.
Alright. Along with the door directly across from the pit leading to the vault, or to the stable door, there's also what seems to be a control room off to the side. The glass has been smogged up, but it seems that there might be some connection between there and the rest of the room.
I missed the start of that description, I'll admit.
Is my mic really that bad?
No. That was me. That was my fault. I just missed it. So, the start. I got the rest.
Okay, there's the door across from you, which presumably leads into the rest of the stable.
Mm-hmm.
And off to your left, there's a small room with a smogged up window and a small door that could possibly be connected to the rest of the room.
Are there any terminals?
No
terminals to get into the... Okay.
No terminals.
So I'm going to try and use some of the acid spit to see if I can melt through the glass. Do I need to... Oh, wait. There should be a rolls room, right? Did we get one of those open?
Oh, yeah, we should probably open that, too.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has really been a while.
I was about to ask, should I roll that, and then realised I didn't have it open.
Well, if I recall correctly, your acid spit also doesn't require a roll.
Okay, well, still, we should probably get one of those rooms open.
Yeah. I'll get it open real quick. In the meantime, still gonna sit at the glass?
Yes.
I'm gonna look for a door to that room.
There is a door just to the right of the window.
I'm gonna use a master key we have.
Oh yeah, we did get a master key.
Wait, was that after I left?
That was before.
No, that was after, I think. Yeah, that was after. We went to the train station that we had seen from
The observatory.
The observatory, and Danson found a key card there.
No, I found it.
Someone found a key card there. And
It's like, I could care less who it was, but we have a key card.
And, sorry about this. You'll get this whole recap, but Janko needs it now. It was supposed to be for unlocking a floor safe,
Okay.
but they cracked the terminal to unlock it faster than I thought they would, and the keycard became irrelevant. So Danson decided to mess with it using her magic, and somehow she turned it into a master key that can open anything. Because she got a natural 20 on it.
Because she's a technical alchemist.
Yeah.
A
She's
technological
Edward Alec.
alchemist. Technological alchemist.
Alright. Remember
You got
to-
the gold key.
Anyways, remember to use the legacy dice room,
I'm in the room.
and I'll copy and paste the room name. There you go.
Yep, I'm already there.
Alrighty. But yeah, there is a door to the immediate right of the window that looks like it'll go into the control room, but Jenko, you're free to still try to melt the glass.
Yep. How far am I? Like, did we ever say if there's a limit to it?
I think there is a preset limit on the ability itself. You do have a character sheet open, right?
I don't have my character sheet open. I don't have the link. Like, should there be like a page where we all?
Yeah, here's the consolidation door.
Yeah. Thank you, Jenko.
Alright. Where are you? Chemical. Okay.
I think it
Safely
was
spit
like
small
battery
gobs of acid at will. Outside combat, these gobs are capable of dissolving an inch of a weak substance such as wood, rope, or leather within a minute. On small objects of a stronger substance such as iron, lock, the acid has effect of weakened substance. Okay.
Alright, could I potentially burn down the door?
I just used the key card on it.
There's no place for you to use the key card.
So that's why I said, could I potentially burn down the door?
It's not a wooden door, it's a metal door.
I could still use fire. Fire can melt metal.
So what I'm going to do is, I've used the acid. What do I roll to try and smash it now? Because it's weakened.
Athletics, but it does say on small objects of a stronger substance, and this is like a big wide window, so I'm not entirely sure if it would apply.
Might work on the little bit I did.
True. Feather Dance behind you guys said, "Did you guys even bother trying the door?" God damn it.
Lennon stealth.
Wait,
Me too.
a stealth?
No, he was just asking what my precision is. We were just talking since you're not going to be recording what's happening.
Alright. So,
So I got a crit fail.
I'm trying to figure out where I dropped.
So what did you hear last?
Nick was trying to use his card on the door, and you were just about to roll, I think.
Okay, well I rolled, and nothing much has happened because we stopped, because otherwise it just wouldn't be recorded.
Yeah.
So I've basically just rolled 1d20 plus 8 and got a 9. So
Ouch.
does my leg like buckle or something? But what happens?
I'm gonna make this funny since it's a net 1.
Yeah.
You manage to hit the spot on the window that you had melted with your acid breath almost exactly, but instead of breaking through it, you comically bounce off it and go flying into the railing behind you.
Feather Dance, can you shoot that? How good's your aim? Can you hit that spot you weakened?
Probably, but I have a question for you guys. Did any of you even bother trying the door?
I did.
It's never that simple.
I did.
Let's just try the door.
There's no key cards. There's no open it. And if there wasn't a key card, I'm pretty sure it would have opened when I walked to it.
Plus, acid breath is just
Can I
cool.
just try? Can I try to use my magic to try to open this door?
Danson,
I
your
love
magic
that
is not the
that's
solution to everything.
I know it's not, but let me try. Gosh darn it!
Okay. I'm gonna, unfortunately, say nothing would happen. Alright?
I'm gonna try and persuade the door to open.
Again, nothing
Oh
happens.
my god! Look at that roll, though.
But you need to actually ask if it's doable before you actually do it. Like,
Yeah.
you can't just roll.
Oh.
So you were just talking to the door, and the door was like, "Wow,
You know what?
You had a
You know
good
what?
conversation with the door."
They've got a good point. Yeah, I like their methodology.
Yeah, see? Plus, this is the Fallout universe. Weirdest shit has happened.
That's true.
I mean, there is a toaster.
God, the toaster.
I'm
But
just gonna go up the door and say, "Open sesame."
and nothing happens.
Damn, I needed a nat 20, didn't I?
No, I still would have denied you.
Oh, come on. You gave her an all-access key card, and that...
Well, because I used my magic and got a nat 20.
Yes, but she was also using it on an object that already had some magic in it, so it makes sense. You're trying to use it on something made entirely of gears and metal.
What?
Yeah, you're
What?
trying to talk open a door.
Yeah, what? I talk to Steely all the time. He's made of gears and metal. What
Are you
racist?
saying I'm a door because I don't swing that way?
Feather Dance halts the conversation by loudly groaning and face-palming with both hooves.
Now, as I said before, I did try the door.
Oh,
It's not
gosh.
opening.
Alright.
See, Feather Dance, this is just normal conversation. If you ignore it, the things will go happy dandy.
Yeah.
I'm proud of that one. I don't care.
Be glad it's actually recorded this
Complete
time.
idiots,
Hey.
most of the time.
You know what? Steely, I know you tried punching it. Try ramming into it this time.
You ram it with your head.
My head's not made of steel!
Look, how about... Feather Dance interrupts again. Instead of trying to break stuff, we look for another way in, like an air vent or something.
Ooh, yeah, that's fair enough. Can I roll perception to look around?
Yeah.
Can I roll an Arcana to
No.
look around?
Danson,
Any magical doors?
I get...
16.
Danson, I get that it's your strongest skill. That doesn't mean you get to abuse it like this.
16.
You do manage to spot a grate. You do manage to spot a grate attached to the ceiling, which is just barely hanging on by its last screw. However, it seems a bit small for you.
And mind you, in this form, yes, but I'm not changing in front of everyone. Is it big enough for Sapphire?
Should I try?
About how tall is Sapphire? Like,
Well, what a teenage pony's height would be, but that hasn't been freaking confirmed in the show, so we can't determine.
Okay, so you're somewhere between the
Taller than a
CMC.
filly, but shorter than an average mare.
Okay, so somewhere between the CMC and main 6. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sapphire would probably be small enough.
Steely, can you
I'm not
lift her
going
up
in
there? Steely, can you lift Sapphire up there? She can probably crawl around and get us in.
I can fly. I have wings.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Okay, fine, fly in then.
Plus, every time I try to fly, I go 3 miles backwards or something.
Jeez.
I really need to get these wings upgraded.
Yeah, we really need to have someone get awesomeness who isn't Feather Dance.
Okay. So, do I need to roll to be able to fly? Just go.
Yeah.
Athletics?
Pretty sure flying is just flying.
Or is it just let them in?
I'm just gonna let you in for this one. You managed to yank the grate down off its last rusty screw and crawl into the vent. After a bit of crawling and several cobwebs,
Ugh, hate
you-
cobwebs.
You can burn them away!
you eventually come out on the other side of the door, and there is a large console in front of you just below the window.
Okay, time to roll mechanics, huh? In order to
Yep.
deal with this, right?
Yep.
Crud. It's kind of sad. This is like my special talent, and it's not like the highest level, which makes no sense, but
Well,
whatever.
Time for someone else to fail!
Whose fault is that?
You said, you're a healer. You need to have the highest arcana.
I probably
Get back
will.
in.
Yes, that's exactly what you said.
I'm sorry. Wait,
So
it's
that's
not your
my fault.
it's not your special talent. Your special talent's in Arcana.
Well, yeah, it is. Like,
Next level up, I will let you tweak that. All right.
Yeah,
we'll,
because
we'll
I'm
sit
like-
down and tweak it a bit.
I'm like good at mechanics, but I'm not.
Anyway.
That's not like my special talent. My special talent is like magic moon. Whee, Kristen.
Actually, don't you have some kind of boost to your mechanics?
Yeah, I do, but I don't remember where they are, and therefore I can't apply it.
Ah, yes, freaky knowledge. You have freaky knowledge in being a technician, which gives you a +5 bonus to skill checks involving those areas of interest.
Alright, let's see it.
Or
Yeah,
a
you
plus
do it.
what? Two knowledge? I didn't hear you.
Yeah, so you roll for mechanics, but you add an extra +5.
Okay. So 1d
20.
10 plus?
No, 20.
20.
Skill checks
20.
are always 20.
Okay,
20
1d
plus
20 plus
11 in your case.
plus 5 plus 6, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
it's 11.
Yeah. Well, I prefer to have it separated so I can tell which one is coming from where.
28.
28.
Ooh.
Almost a nat 20. So much for another person failing.
So much for saying
You know I
she
meant to...
destroys the thing by bashing her head into it and slipping.
While you are unable to get the door open from here, you do manage to, thankfully, turn on the lights.
Oh.
Oh.
You can hear the loud click of floodlights turning on in here and throughout and echoing down the halls of the stable.
Warn us before you turn the lights on.
The door next to you also opens up, so you can now leave normally.
Oh, sweet.
Well, the lights are on. Do we see anything more?
No.
Roll perception.
I'm gonna say that There isn't actually that much around here. There's some boxes stacked up, but
I'm gonna look in the boxes.
all right. Inside the boxes are.
Not. Okay. Oh.
I was just gonna tell you what's in the boxes. You didn't
Now I
know.
really know what's in the boxes.
Without
Your
even
eyesight's
opening,
improved for the next 20 seconds. Sorry, what?
without even opening the boxes, you're actually able to tell that these are all filled with the standard security munitions, some nightsticks, maybe a pistol or two, and plenty of ammo for all of them. Nothing exactly useful to you guys.
Take it anyway.
Wait, we can just take the weapons anyway, just in case. Wait a second.
Wait, you weren't
We can.
there.
This is stable tech, right? We can trade it
Not
for the
there yet,
fire
yes, I
sword that
remember.
Featherdance wants.
Very true.
I don't think you're there yet.
Though I'm not sure it's exactly what the guy wants.
I don't think you're there yet.
Featherdance speaks up. Guns aren't stable tech.
That's what I figured.
That's more. What was it? Iron shod or wartime tech.
Yes, it was actually.
So
Still taking it with us.
how? We're not gonna be able to use it. Remember, guns don't work except for energy weapons, apparently. And with that, she kind of jiggles the
Also,
laser weapon
it's
attached to her
I
side.
have
Well,
a
then-
reason for taking it.
sell it.
What's
I
that?
mean, don't we need, like, if I'm ever destroyed, don't we need stuff to remake
Yeah,
me?
but that's... Yeah, okay. I guess you could break down the weapons for scrap.
Yeah, and we can always use them to bludgeon people.
Aren't your knives better?
Yeah, I was gonna say...
If we ever need a weapon, we can always use it.
Speaking of which...
I am a weapon.
Yeah, quick question. Danson, what is your melee weapon? Because Nick has knives. Jenko's wings are bladed.
I gotta check. All I remember is I have a
grappling
grappling hook, but I don't think that's.
Yeah.
Grappling hook! Sorry,
Well,
I have to.
I guess you
have
don't
to.
need to have a melee weapon.
Technically,
Hey, look.
you could use the grappling hook as a weapon. It is sharp.
Grappling hook.
Didn't you say you had claws?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do have my
That's
claws.
true. She doesn't need a weapon.
I don't need a melee weapon. I have claws.
Alright,
Kitty got claws. Sorry, what?
well done.
Well, in the meanwhile, you said there was like a nightstick in there, wasn't it?
Yeah, there's quite a few nightsticks for...
Yeah.
Or, okay, batons, I guess.
Oh,
Evidence.
right. I was thinking of a glow stick. Okay.
Until we get your sword, you can use this if they get too close.
Featherdance glances at it, looks at her hooves, looks up at her forehead. Yeah, no. I can't exactly hold that.
I can use my magic. I'm doing jazz hooves.
Jazz claws.
Yeah, jazz
Claws.
claws.
Of course.
Well, I'm taking it anyway. I found it.
Alright, so...
Box
Nick,
of weapons.
So, how many guns were there? Should I put that in my inventory?
I'll put it in my inventory. Box of weapons.
Alright, so there's about 10 to 15 nightsticks in the boxes in total. As for guns, there's only about 5 10mm pistols.
Okay, I'll take those.
Okay, I got the nightsticks then.
Are there any other weapons that I might potentially be interested in?
No.
Do these boxes help with stealth?
No. These are metal boxes, not cardboard.
Dun.
Oh,
Alright, let's
mean.
move on.
Alright.
Oh,
You know what's
really?
really funny? This is completely off topic though. My friend's phone, whenever she gets a text, it's that sound.
Oh God.
It's the alert sound from Metal Gear Solid.
Wait,
I
where was
like
the Metal Gear Solid sound?
When he comes out of the box.
The exclamation point
right.
noise.
Okay.
But I like
All
how
right.
I like how this was a minor detail and you guys are already blowing it up. Or blowing it out of proportion. Like, this box is the most
I want to take
important
scrap.
thing ever.
I mean, all I wanted was the scrap.
Yeah, you have a good reason. Nick is shoving.
I'm gonna sell it.
Nick is shoving 15 police batons into his bag.
Considering how many knives I throw, I think it's probably worth it.
Yeah, but those are all, like, in your jacket or something.
I'm wearing a jacket?
Presumably. Don't you have some kind of coat?
My disguise as a coat.
Well, no, I mean your armor. Wasn't it some kind of coat?
It's part of my body, remember?
Oh, right. I'm just gonna shut up now. Anyways. Are we done?
Yes.
Yes, we're done with the box.
Yeah, why don't we just cut... Do you want me to cut it up so we can save it for scraps?
It's steel.
Yeah,
I mean, sure, you can...
Like, it would take a while to do that, so no.
But let's just keep going.
If we did that with every box we're going to find in here, then no.
Yeah.
Let's just go.
Feather Dance presses forward.
Yeah, so do I.
Just kind of checking every room as you guys venture further into the first floor of the vault. One thing that you notice in particular after the first dozen rooms or so is that there doesn't seem to be any sign of people still living here. Everything's still neat and orderly, like someone just got up and left.
I was gonna say out of character, home just like home, but that place wasn't in order anymore.
Yeah.
So not at all then.
Yeah, there's breakfasts that have gone cold and soggy, and in some cases even pretty moldy.
Darn.
Hey, here's one that the mold stopped eating.
Books that have been turned upside down as if someone had stopped reading them midway. Beds all jostled. Basically, everyone just seems to have gotten up and walked off.
Interesting.
As long as we don't find out that they've gone to some weird church, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
I think I get that reference.
If it was Resident Evil 4, then you did.
Oh, no. I was gonna say
I get it.
I was gonna say Red Eyes Cathedral, but
Oh, that too. No, I was doing Resident Evil 4.
alright. But at this point, Feather Dance is starting to seem a bit uneasy. Is this what all of these stables are like?
They're all
Yeah.
different.
Except a lot less old and nasty, and some still are alive with ponies, like the one that I came from, but most of them died because they all went crazy. La-di-da-di-do.
I
Well,
try not to talk about my stable that much.
well, the ponies in your stable didn't go crazy, Sapphire. It was just all the robots went crazy and killed everyone.
That's what I mean.
My stable lasted about, 3 weeks. Because everyone died. There was some kind of radiation leak.
Wow.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, Feather Dance quickly turns and walks a bit faster from you guys.
Hey. Feather
Having a
Dance,
long
Feather
time.
Dance, we survived for a reason. You'll be fine. And I put a
I mean,
hoof claw on her shoulder.
Please don't touch me.
Yeah, we all survived.
Not
still here.
disease the last time I checked. Or else I'd be
Quote-unquote
crazy
survived.
right now.
That's not what I've heard.
Like in The Walking Pony.
That's not what I've heard. And also, isn't that thing called the Trotting Dead?
you know what? They change it based on in the stables and bed in the Enclave. I bet you have the better new release version, gold, platinum, whatever.
Yeah.
At this point, Feather Dance just goes into a room to search a bit more thoroughly. Go on without me, I'll catch up.
Okay.
You guys stay there.
So, can you recap, sorry, where this is opened up now? What's in visible view?
Okay, you started at the entry hall where the door is. At this point, you're just walking down the corridors, passing by all these living quarters.
Okay.
So, nothing much of note. But
Okay.
you guys are still on, technically, the first floor. I'm saying the first floor is the top floor in this case, and it just works their way down.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I'm just like, you guys go ahead. I'll stay with her. Make sure everything's okay here.
We'll cover more ground if we're all splitting up, okay?
Don't you know you never split the party?
But that's a common rule.
We're in a giant stable. Don't these things have, like, hundreds of floors in some cases? It'll be faster if we split up and look.
Wait, does it
but
wait,
did my rule.
Did my pip book get a download of this map any?
Your pitbucks have been slowly filling in the local maps of this place. However, that only shows the current floor you're on. It won't show anything below you. Or, in the case of some vaults in the main game, it'll just stack them all up and you get lost for hours. I'm not bitter.
No.
Alright.
You know, that actually back on that topic, though, I actually did get lost in one once, and because of that, I kept going round and round in circles, and I found a room that I hadn't found before, and I found this awesome gun, so...
Would this happen to have been Vault 34 in New Vegas?
Actually, it was in Fallout 3.
Well, that's where it happened to me.
Okay.
Because I was trying to find where all the ghouls were, but there were ghouls all around me, and I couldn't see any of them. It was getting really annoying, because the map was only one floor, but in reality, it was all stacked on top of each other, so I couldn't tell where anything was.
What?
Look, let's move on.
Yeah, okay.
So, Crimson, are you still staying with Feather Dance, or are you moving on, per her suggestion?
I'm gonna stay near her, but I'm gonna move on, you know?
So, just kind of amble on down the hall.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to stick with our resident mechanic.
So, Nick is staying relatively close to Feather Dance, and Sapphire Jenko and, I guess, Silver is sticking together. Actually, no, Silver would probably immediately split up and go on his own, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want us to know what drugs you found. I mean, what? That's not at all what you do.
Oh, God. Alright, so... Steely and Sapphire, you two continue down the hall and eventually reach a flight of stairs heading down another floor. Still not much actually in here. Several more living quarters, but there's also a window overlooking what appears to be a dining hall of some sort with that takes up 2 floors. You're currently looking down from the 2nd floor.
Alright, I'm going to fly down to the 2nd floor.
There's a window in between you and it.
Oh,
Stupid windows.
that would have been useful to know.
Sorry.
Okay. I thought we were looking over railings. All right. So we continue along then.
Alright. I will say the a few seconds later you do come across the door leading out onto the catwalks going over the dining hall, so there you go.
Now I do it. Do I need athletics or do I just go down there?
You can drop down. You're made of metal.
Okay. Clang.
I'm playing one of the
More like
trolleys.
bang, and the sound of you hitting the metal floor echoes through the halls.
What was that?
No, you're
Probably should have used stealth there.
yeah.
Okay.
Danson, you're walking with Steely. Like, you're
Oh.
on the catwalk that he just jumped off of.
Oh boy. Why does this idiot just jump off of it?
Well, it's
Do
only
you know I heard that right?
it's only one floor down.
But still, if there's any sort of robot or other such thing, they might be able
I'm
to,
here.
you know, here. Not you. The other ones. The crazy ones.
I'm here.
Okay,
I
that was
expected
good.
that.
I was not
The deaf
expecting
ones.
that. Alright. So,
So are you going to fly down or are you going to stay up there? Like, out of character now.
I'm gonna fly down.
actually, at this point,
Did this idiot break the floor? Did he break the floor?
no, but you both hear different noises. Danson, you hear what seems to be the sound of a violin being played.
What? A violin? What is that doing here?
Yeah, it seems to be coming from somewhere to the left of Steely. So, down another floor.
Hmm.
Steely, on the other hand, you hear the sound of cans being moved around, as well as some voices. A quick check of your EFS reveals that there are actually 3 new dots on your radar.
What color are they?
At the moment, they seem to be friendly. I
Okay.
can't remember the color designation for friendly.
Green, I think.
I thought they were
Oh
yellow.
boy. Should I roll a perception check?
I think it depends on what your pip color is, but
Okay.
Danson, you don't actually need to. Well, hold on. What are you trying to perceive? Danson,
Yeah?
what are you
Roll
trying
a
to? What are you trying to perceive?
That sound and like where it's coming from and stuff.
The violin?
Yeah.
You're actually hearing it quite clearly. Like I said, it's down to the floor where Steely is, and down a hallway
I know, like
to
to
the
perceive,
left.
like, you know, like if there's anything coming, like if it's a thing, or is it like a radio, or like something like that.
It sounds like actual violin strings.
Like, is it a person? A pony?
You'll just have to find out,
I think,
won't you?
yeah, that depends
Alright,
on your.
let me just go there.
That depends
Let
on
me
your
just go
roll. I'm also going to roll stealth, so 20 plus 11 to try and creep closer.
Alright. So, the two of you set out in opposite directions.
26, not bad.
Towards the sounds. Steely, you actually managed to recover from your loud crash and move much more silently down the hall, barely making a slight clinking as your talons touch the metallic floor.
I'm getting Jurassic Park vibes here.
Oh boy.
At this point, we're going to cut back to Crimson.
Okay. Ooh, the suspense.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Crimson, you hear screaming coming from the second floor.
That's below me?
Yes.
Do I
One
recognize
floor down.
it?
Not necessarily, but actually, you don't recognize it at first, but a second scream immediately is recognized as being Sapphire's voice. Danson, feel free to give us a scream just to sound realistic.
Oh no!
I said realistic!
Realistic. Don't be insulting.
I'm in my house. I can't scream really loud without them being suspicious.
Alright, that's a good point. Anyways, so...
They would come in and be like, what is wrong with you, child? Are you dying?
Feather Dance. Did she not answer me?
Feather Dance does not answer you.
I quickly go back to the room she was in and try and get her.
And she's not there.
God damn it.
In fact, there isn't even hoof prints in the dust on the floor. Doesn't seem like there was ever anyone there.
Okay, wait. I'm rolling a knowledge or something, because I know she was there before.
Alright.
Would it be just knowledge playing?
I'm actually gonna say perception.
$22.
It does click in your mind that something's not right. However, two more screams, followed by some sort of loud static noise, follow the scream from Danson that you heard. You recognize the other voices as Silver and Feather Dance.
I'm gonna be careful about this. I'm gonna try and go down slowly, because I'm still suspicious. Because something doesn't seem right.
Alright. So, you head downstairs.
Carefully.
And as you descend down to the second floor, you start noticing that there's blood on the walls. A very stark contrast to the empty rooms you were finding on the first floor.
I test to see if it's fresh. If it's not dried on the walls, stuff like that.
A quick... Gliding your hoof across it real quick, you do find that it is indeed fresh as it smears further across the wall.
Can I roll another perception to see if anything clicks?
I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna get into the stealth.
Alright. Give me a stealth roll.
26.
You do duck down into another... As you move further down the hall, you do duck into rooms to keep yourself hidden, which seems to be rather effective. But after the third room you enter, some large shape rushes down the hall and around the corner before you can get a good look at it.
I test to see if my communication's up.
Wait, what communication?
It's a pit bark. We can.
Can we?
Yeah, I don't think the Pitbucks had radios in them. They had
Pretty sure-
broadcasters.
You can listen to radio stations, but you can't broadcast.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
pretty sure you could.
no,
Nope.
you can broadcast in, like, one of the things that was used a lot in Horizons is that Blackjack would use her Pitbuck to broadcast messages or broadcast a bad guy's rant to other people.
Hmm.
But you can't use it
Okay,
like
we can go with it if you like.
but you can't use it as a walkie-talkie.
Okay.
However, you can spot two blips on your EFS.
What
One
color?
what? One is
What color?
one is registered as friendly, the other is hostile.
How close?
That much you can't tell.
I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna keep in stealth and keep moving.
Alright.
Do I need to roll stealth again?
Nope. This is still going off your last stealth roll. And as you move further down the hall, you eventually start noticing that there's also bodies being added to the blood. And
Okay, can I roll a perception? Because this doesn't seem right. Like,
What are you talking about? This is actually normal for a vault.
well, this is normal for me, which is why this seems all too suspicious.
Alright, go ahead and roll perception.
Not 20.
God damn it. I have to think of what the nat 20 would do.
You should have thought of that before.
Look,
It's Nick
he
we're
was just
talking
gonna
about.
Nick was just gonna keep pestering me, so I had to let him have it anyways. I didn't think you'd win. Damn it! Should have rolled out the 20s.
Here.
Well, while this does seem normal to you, you're definitely registering that this is not normal, especially with the condition of the floor above you. However, anything past that, it's still too difficult to tell. However, as you round the same corner that the large shape had turned, you find said large shape. A large, somewhat equine figure with glowing bulbs on its legs. It's
Bulbs?
bulbs. Like,
Okay.
yeah. And with all the blood coating the lights down here, it's actually a bit hard to tell what color it is. However, the large creature turns to face you, and what you see is an almost monstrous version of yourself.
Oh.
Alright, now let's cut back to one of the others. Which one of you wants to go first? Danson or Jenko?
I might as well go.
Okay.
Alright then. Jansen, you continue following the violin music down the hall. And at this point, it's starting to sound vaguely familiar to you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shall I roll a perception?
No, you can actually very easily recognize this as a song you heard when you were a child back in Stable 28.
Really?
Bit of
What
a long
is this song?
You can't quite recall the name, mainly because I never thought of a name for it, but it's definitely familiar to you. And more specifically, you start to vaguely remember a figure going along with the song. As you continue down the corridors, being trailed along by the music, you eventually come out into a somewhat open area with a stage at one end. Sitting on the stage is a much older Pegasus mare who is playing the violin, who, after a few seconds, you instantly recognize as your mother.
Oh, wow.
Mom? What are you doing here? I thought you died with everybody else.
She opens her eyes and gives you a very soft and disarming smile, one that you had actually gotten used to as a kid. Please, dear, come here.
Wait. No, this isn't right. She died. Everybody. I have to check this out. This isn't right. You wouldn't.
Safi, come here. You're just having a bad dream, dear.
Why would? Oh no. This is not a bad dream.
Safi,
This.
come here. And she holds out her arms for you. Sapphire.
Can I roll a perception check?
Sure.
Okay. Oh god, I got a 7.
Yeah, I tend to be the lucky one, it seems like.
Nat fail. You say you got a 7, but you rolled a 1.
Yeah.
So, at this point, you can't quite find any fault with what your mother is saying. So.
Internally, I'm still thinking something is up. Could I roll Arcana?
No. But I'm gonna say you have to roll endurance at this point.
Okay. My endurance is still pretty bad, too.
Yeah, but you could get good on.
I got 11 this time. That's not much better.
Unfortunately, it's still not enough, and at this point you actually feel compelled to go
Walk
to your
forward.
mother. Yep. At this point, you're just kind of disregarding the whole death thing and just going towards her. And she happily meets you, hugging you tight on the stage and humming the violin tune she was playing earlier. Sorry, is my whispering... Okay, my
No, it's
whispering
fine.
is coming through.
Yes.
What? This. You always told me about this song. You said it was a special lullaby that's been sang throughout generations, right?
And before you can continue, you hear the sound of a laser weapon being shot. And
What?
the bolt striking somewhere nearby.
What? A weapon? Where? Should I roll another perception?
Yes. This time you can.
I got 20. That's not that bad.
You look around to try and find out where the noise came from. However, when you turn back to your mother, you're only holding her stable barding. And the rest of her has become a pile of ash on the floor.
Ooh.
Who shot? No, it can't. You can't die again. You just came back. I turn around to see who shot it.
There doesn't seem to be anyone there alive. However, you're starting to notice that there's actually a lot of bodies around the room. And upon quick observation, they're all wearing stable 28 barding, just like your mother's.
Wait, what? This isn't my stable. Well, it's far from. Why are they all wearing?
At this point, you also notice 2 friendly blips on your EFS in the direction of the hallway that you just came through.
I might as well go. I'm sorry.
As you continue down the hall, you see more and more bodies, some of which you even recognize from Stable 28. And then, at the end of the hall, you see the 2 friendly blips. A pair of ponies with their backs turned to you. One green and one red.
Ooh.
Both wearing stable barding.
Wait, is this chaos?
Actually, I don't think his name is
Crystal,
Chaos.
it's Crystal Flare.
Oh yeah, I forgot his name. Crystal Flare? Crimson?
Well, Crimson Fang. So I'm assuming that you're gonna approach them?
Yeah, let me roll a perception first. Again.
I'm gonna say...
Is this on the same floor that she was on?
Yes.
Okay, so it's different to the 2 blips I saw. Okay.
Yes. Well, no, you saw 3 blips, but we'll get to you in a second.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, wow, you got the exact same roll.
I know, it's weird.
I'm trying to think what you would perceive in this situation, though. Well, okay, how about this? What are you looking for? What are you trying to perceive?
Because this is superbly suspicious if they're if they're actually them and not like a monster or something.
Um, It definitely seems to be your two old friends. And Crimson Fang is even in his normal changeling form. However, before you're able to investigate further, a cloud of what appears to be pink smoke slams into the two of them from the intersecting hall, and
Stood.
you completely lose sight of them. And then, almost impossibly, this huge dragon that seems to be somewhat melted and fused to all this gold and gemstones seems to be pulling itself through the hall. The pink smoke that you had just seen earlier emanating off its body. And this time, whatever you might be feeling right now is suddenly added to from the fear of the dragon inside of you. And you are suddenly just overcome with the instinct to run as fast as you can in the opposite direction.
Do I have to roll in athletics?
No, you're just gonna run. And now we're gonna go to Jenko, who's probably getting really mad at me. Or really scared.
Why are they here?
Oh, you'll see.
Right.
Alright. Steely. Rewinding a bit, as you're still sneaking down the hall, you come into a much larger mess hall. This one actually having very wide tables, and at the far end, a large open window that seems to lead into a kitchen. However, the lights have dimmed somewhat significantly in here. The three pips seem to be coming from somewhere in the kitchen, and you can hear the clattering of cans being thrown and rolled across the floor inside.
Is there anything else to see in this room? You don't have to say, but is it worth me rolling perception?
Not necessarily. You can,
okay.
From a quick glance, you can see that there's similar signs of sudden abandonment, because there's half-eaten meals on the table and all that.
Yeah.
There is also a door to the left of the wide window between the cafeteria and the kitchen, and it seems to be stuck slightly open.
I keep forgetting I'm the only one right now. Okay.
Yeah,
right.
It's all you right now.
So much pressure. Right. Anyway. So I'm going to continue. I'm assuming this is continuing with the same sneak roll, right? Or do I sneak again? Since it's...
No, you're still benefiting from your last sneak roll.
Okay, then I'm going to creep towards the door and try and peek inside while continuing to listen as I get closer.
The door whirs slightly as the gears struggle to try and open themselves again.
Senses.
But from the crack in the bottom of the door, you can see what appears to be a trio of ponies wearing dusters and cowboy hats with energy weapon battle saddles strapped to them.
So can I listen to see if they're talking?
You can definitely hear that they're talking, but at this distance, it's too hard to make out words.
Are there any other entrances? Can I, like, is there just that one? Do I roll perception to see if there's just one way in?
Well, there is still that big open window. But give me a perception roll anyways.
I think it's 8.
It's on your character sheet.
Yep, I'm going back to the now. Perception's 12. I forgot about that. 28. Okay.
Alright, while observing the Wastelanders through the door, you notice that there's only 2 of them there. The third one seems to be nowhere in sight, and you can't actually see his blip on the EFS anymore. At least not in the direction you're currently looking. At this point, however, you hear a can drop to the floor next to you.
Oh, I don't want to turn around.
No, it's just to your left, right where the window would be.
Okay, so...
Sorry, just to your right.
Right. So... I feel like I'm being a bit crap right now. Okay.
Well, to be fair, we're a bit out of practice.
Yeah. Alright, I'm over to the window.
As you turn to look at the window, there is the third Wastelander staring slack-jawed at you, his hoof raised from where he was holding the can of food.
Oh, hi there. No need to worry. Just a big robot.
Scrap metal!
Ah, fuck.
And sorry about that. The blips on your EFS all instantly turn hostile.
Well, time to tack it up.
The duster in front of you, the pony in front of you pulls up one of the 2 weapons strapped onto his battle saddle, and you notice this one seems to have a bit of an odd design. Instead of being a laser or plasma rifle, this one seems to be more like a comical sci-fi laser rifle with a ball on the end and 3 rings attached to a stick leading right to where the barrel of the gun should have ended. Blue energy begins to charge up in the tip of it and fires a small ball of energy directly at you. So roll to dodge.
Athletics?
Or acrobatics if you want.
Okay. 24.
You successfully managed to dodge out of the way of that shot. However, as you hop to the side to avoid it, you notice that the other 2 Wastelanders have arrived at the window, and they charge up similar weapons and fire that at you. So give me 2 more dodge rolls.
Okay. 13 on that one. So is that a derp? No, it's not. That's 5 without.
Yeah,
So
it's only 2 or 3 that's derp.
yeah. All right. Wait, it did 13 again? Holy shit. Okay.
All right. While you managed to successfully avoid the shot from the first guy, his 2 friends managed to hit you, and the first one hits against your wing as you're sliding out of the way of the original
first shot. Yeah.
And instead of just leaving a burn or something, the shot takes your entire wing off and sends it clattering to the ground behind you. The second shot clips you right in the front left leg, and that too gets knocked off. And there are now a few wires sparking from where you are now missing pieces.
Do you know how long it took to build those?
Not as long as it'll take to disassemble them. Get 'em, boys! And
Does that mean
Lord.
you're going to be really slow about it? Because I don't want to bore to death.
just shoot the stupid talking pile of scrap. And here comes 3 more shots. Feel free to roll again to dodge. However, you now have a -5 penalty.
So can I use this roll to dive at them while trying to dodge?
Sure. Yeah, you
Okay.
can choose the direction at this point.
Yeah.
However, getting closer to them will increase your penalty to dodge. But
Yeah. Okay, I got a 9. Well then.
it's a -5 penalty, not a -3.
I have a question. Where
Wait,
am
minus
I
3?
at all of this
Oh.
fighting? You know?
Okay.
Well, this is happening at about the same time that you found your mom. So.
Alright, there's the actual thing. 11.
Alright.
What's that then? Is that...
That's another limb gone. This time you lose your front right foreleg, and you faceplant into the metal grating of the floor as you tried to lunge at them.
So what, is that both front legs gone now?
Yes. Both front legs and your
Oh, wait.
right wing.
Okay. I'm a bit of a loss what to do here.
Well, do you want to just give up at this point? Or should we jump over to, say, Nick?
Nope, I'm going... Where's my thing?
Speaking of which, Nick, I hope you remember where I left off with you.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I've kind of forgotten in all the excitement.
I was going to ask, does endurance come into this, but I just remembered I don't take endurance rolls.
Yeah. So, no.
Congratulations, you passed it.
Yeah, I guess I could go at them again. So does that increase to what now?
That becomes a -8 penalty.
Okay, so it's basically a 1d20 at this point.
Kind of, yeah.
Alright. Oh.
Ouch. Alright. So, nat 1, you aren't even able to move before they shoot off your 2 hind legs and then land another oh, excuse me.
Well then, they apparently shot you too.
My lungs! Or no, that would be my stomach. But they also managed to get a shot right in your head. And your entire head pops off and skids across the ground with basically what is your core unit skidding under a desk.
Uh-oh. So where is everyone else with all this? Just wondering.
I think we're about at the same point now. So, Jenko?
I just realized, if I get rebuilt, I still lose everything.
What do you mean by that?
All my inventory.
Ooh. Yeah, that kind of sucks for you. So, you're now... So, your
I am
core...
now a tape.
Yeah. You are, however, still fully conscious under there.
Mm-hmm.
And...
Back to whoever, because I can't do anything.
Now we'll bounce over to Crimson.
Yeah.
By the way, first, do I actually have a voice, or am I just conscious? I want you to decide that as DM.
Well, you can't talk through your head at this point, but if someone put you into, like, a tape player...
So I can't call out. Okay.
If someone put you into, like, a tape player, you'd be able to talk.
Okay.
Like an unending tape being played.
Yep.
Hey, if we put you into a VCR, you'll even have an appearance. But, yeah, you are, for all intents and purposes, dead silent.
Okay.
No mouth and
that
you
was
must
fun.
scream. Well, good. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Being deconstructed. Now let's go to... Crimson, who is staring down a monstrous version of himself.
Oh, so you remembered.
Well, I remembered that much.
That's basically just what happened. I had rolled that nat 20.
Yeah.
Well, I can definitely say that this isn't normal. So...
The Fear Spawn, however... Well, I just gave it all away. God damn it.
Well, I kind of had a feeling with something.
Yeah. But what I meant to say was the feral changeling version of yourself takes a few steps forward, and you can start to feel a drain on your own emotions as his horn lights up.
And in response, I'm gonna do it right back to him.
You are Give me an endurance check.
Nine. I do not have dip, so that's not a nat fail.
Well, it's a 4, so that wouldn't be derp anyways. 4 plus 5. You try to fight back, but you have already been drained too much too quickly that you can't even summon up your changeling powers. Your disguise is slightly chipping away, like just kind of flaking off at this point.
I'm gonna try and shoot a little thing out behind him.
Shoot a little thing out.
Fly on the wall.
Okay, what's that going to do for you, though?
Oh, wait, sorry. Basically what I'm doing is I'm gonna make a sound behind him. I'm distracting him.
Alright, what sound exactly?
Basically explosions, stuff I remember from back then. Like, easily, sounds of ponies screaming.
You try and you try, but you can't seem to distract him. He is dead set on you.
Well, I might as well to be a little defiant here. I'm gonna toss a toss a knife at him.
Anywhere specific, or just throwing in general?
I'm gonna aim for an eye, since that's not armored as much.
You throw it, and suddenly you feel a very painful stabbing in your own eye. You lose vision in that eye. Take your pick on which one.
Oddly enough, just to get it real, I did just close my eyes to go along with that.
Yeah. But it's only...
You're persistent, aren't you?
Oh. So let's see what happens when we do...
Well, as you're reeling back, when you return to look at the feral changeling, you find that he isn't there anymore, replaced with yourself. You also note that your vantage point is a lot higher up now.
Shit.
You're now staring down at yourself, or at the very least at your disguise, which no longer seems to have that chipping away effect on it.
I hate the Wasteland.
And the Wasteland hates you back.
Aww.
It's like, aw, they hate each other.
Just breaking it a bit here, but...
Yeah.
Can
Nick...
I roll perception?
I was just about to say, feel free to give me a perception check at this point.
Alright, a sec. Luckily, I have somewhat good perception. 31. Almost nat.
Alright. I'm gonna say that's enough, and at this point, you realize, you put together that this can't possibly be happening because that disguise, you know for a fact, is dead.
Exactly.
It pulls out, or the not you pulls out another knife and lunges at you with the intent to seemingly stab you right in the neck.
Can I grab him with levitation?
I'm gonna say yes.
I'm gonna grab him with levitation, and I'm gonna try and freeze him to a wall.
You find that you aren't able to use your ice powers, however.
I'm gonna try changeling goo.
That succeeds, and you manage to basically spit on him enough that he is now stuck to the wall in this red goop.
Let's talk.
One thing you do also notice, however, this is still going off of your last perception check. When you caught him and stuck him to the wall, you heard a very loud cracking noise, almost like glass breaking, or at the very least fracturing.
Interesting. Should I roll a knowledge check for something, or?
No, but you need to... It might be in your best interest to figure out how to do that again.
It said it was like as soon as I grabbed him, wasn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
After I gooed him, I'm just gonna see what happens when I grip him again within the goo.
You hear another... Well, hold on. Are you just holding him or, like, choking him or something?
Let's just say I'm squeezing a little tighter than I normally do, but I'm not doing it enough where it would kill him.
No more crack noises.
Then I go a little further until I hear it.
Still nothing.
Talk.
Percentage thing.
He's not talking.
I'm gonna see if I can get into his head like I did before. I'm not gonna use my honesty thing. I'm just gonna like try and like see if I can probe him.
You try and probe the false Crimson's mind. However, you are met with pitch blackness. Give me a quick perception check.
22.
Within the blackness, you are able to hear one word repeated over and over, barely louder than a whisper. And that one word is run.
So, run. Not a bad idea. But you're coming with me. I'm gonna keep him in the goo, but I'm just gonna run with him.
Is that possible? I thought it like fixed him to the ground.
I did, but I'm just gonna take him.
It's fixed him to the wall, and it at this point, since you're not exactly in your own body, this goo is actually a lot stronger, and you can't pull him out.
I'm just gonna see if I can probe deeper then.
You are met with nothing but more blackness and the same whisper.
Do I recognize the whisper?
No.
You know, since it happened to me last time, I'm just gonna carefully take a knife and like I'm gonna slice my character's arm.
The fake or yourself?
First, I'm gonna do one to the fake. First, I'm gonna do one to the body I'm in currently, just like a small cut, like it would be like a paper cut, just to test something.
Nothing happens.
Do I feel it?
You definitely feel it.
I'm gonna do it to
but there's no cracking noise.
I'm gonna do it to the other me.
Still no cracking noise, but you feel that wound as well. However, the wound you make on the other you doesn't actually appear on your body. The cut you made on yourself does, but you can only feel the pain that you inflicted on your doppelganger. Sorry if this is a bit
It seems
slow-paced,
violence
too.
isn't the way to deal with you.
So what will you do then? Hello? Oh, God damn it.
I know that.
Okay, sorry about that. You said since violence doesn't seem to be the way to deal with you, and then my internet cut out.
Which was the perfect time for it, too.
Alright. So what are you gonna do?
You and me... I need to do some tests on you. I'm gonna look over the body, see if there's anything different.
Nope.
I'm gonna try pouring... Is it possible to put emotions into it?
No. You can only drain. Sorry.
I can't do a reverse feeding.
Nope.
I realized what I said, and it sounds like I can't vomit.
Yeah, that's a bit weird. Anyways.
Actually, I'm gonna see what its emotional state is.
Didn't you just get nothing by doing that?
Empathetic.
Yeah, you're not picking up anything from the fake Crimson.
Am I detecting there's even life in there anymore?
It does not have any vital signs. However, it does still appear to be alive. Like, it's looking at you and breathing and all that. But if you looked at it with your magic, you find out that there's nothing there.
Is it do I still have a pit buck on this body?
No.
Can I see the pit buck on that woman's body?
No.
Hmm.
You know, Nick, I gave you a hint.
I'm just gonna walk away.
Alright.
I know you gave me a hint, but I'm just playing
being thorough, I guess.
Yeah.
As you walk further and further away from the other Crimson, the cracking noise returns and continues to the point where you even start seeing these white cracks forming and seemingly following you until they're actually ahead of you and covering the entire corridor.
Well.
And
shit.
With that, the whole world around you seems to shatter like a piece of glass. And you're just left in this white void. A second later, you suddenly snap back to reality, and you're all back together. No wounds. You're still in your disguise, though it has chipped a bit. And you also feel something holding your legs in place.
I look.
There are these black crystals growing up your legs, almost encasing them. However, they no longer they feel very fragile if you fidget at all.
I'll fidget a little bit.
The crystals start to crack.
Good. I'm gonna see if I can get out of this. I'm gonna pick a crystal up and put it in a bag. To bits of it.
All right, so I assume he
Is he in his body now?
Yeah, he's back to normal.
Okay.
So I'm assuming you break out of the
Yes.
crystal leg locks and pop one of the shards into your bag.
Yeah.
I've got to do it. Crystals.
Mm.
Well, you never know. Anyways, I mean, we are in the Crystal Empire.
True.
Sort of. Not really. We're close to it. Anyways, Crimson, you notice that you're back in the room you were in before, when you were just investigating, but keeping your distance from Feather Dance. And... Go on.
Has everyone split up at this point?
Yes, You're all split up.
What happened with Silver? Is he with Feather Dance?
He was with you guys, or he went ahead.
Silver had gone on his own. He is somewhere on the second floor.
Let's face it, he's probably high. Like he found something and jabbed it in his arm and just went, fuck
or
it,
he's
I'm done.
in the same thing that Nick was in.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyways,
I'm gonna go and check on her just to be sure.
Who, Feather Dance?
Yeah.
You go back to the room, and similar to your little dream state that you were just in, this room is untouched. Still no hoof prints on the floor or anything. At this point, however, I'm going to go back to Sapphire, because I think we've lingered a bit too much on you at this point.
Fair enough.
Okay.
So, Sapphire, you're running.
Yes.
Still.
Yeah.
As there's
I've been running for a while.
As there's
Like
this
the doctor.
dragon, this huge dragon, impossibly pulling itself down the halls, chasing after you with this pink smoke coming along with it.
Fun times, right?
What?
I said fun times, right?
Yep. You feel like you've actually been running for a few minutes, and you've taken several turns, but the hallway doesn't seem to be ending or going into a different room.
Wait a second.
And you're just running and running and running.
I need to stop this. Time to roll Arcana.
Alright. You have a -10 penalty, however. Because...
Wait, why?
Well, while you may have put together that something's not up, Vesurio, your dragon half, is still panicked, and that's interfering with your thoughts.
So it's 1d20 plus 10 plus 18 minus 10?
Yes.
How do you do that? Or just
by
1d20
typing all that
plus
out.
18.
Wait, hold on. Where's the 18 coming from?
Isn't it with my Arcana? I have 18.
Oh, okay. Where's that first 10 coming from?
Wait, no, never mind. Whoops, I added that by accident. Never mind.
So
1d20 plus 8 instead.
Yeah, pretty much.
I got a natural 1.
Ooh.
Okay.
That sucks.
And that-
this is like a
that
really
was
bad
Arcana,
time for that to
right?
happen. Yep.
Uh,
So my
your-
magic is like lol.
Yeah, your magic kind of fizzles out on you. And you can hear a panicked voice in your head coming from the Surio. Get away, get away, get away, get away! And
Should I be
as-
able to fight this somehow with my knowledge?
how exactly do you plan to do that?
Well, because I know that something's going up, and I say, "Yo, chill." No, I'm not gonna actually say it like that. Just be like Svario, chill. Tell me what's going on. I think there's something wrong with this room.
That would be persuasion, not knowledge.
All right, so I gotta persuade.
Yep.
Persuade. My persuasion's okay,
And
but
hey,
it's not very.
And hey, you actually get to talk to your dragon half, which we actually haven't done at all in the course of this game.
I know, which is pretty cool. So I got an 18.
Alright.
That's not very good.
Well, 9 plus 9. That's decent.
It's like, hey, Svario, calm down. There's something wrong with this room. Tell me what's going on.
However, I would suggest that you throw a magic point onto that.
I'm going to throw a magic point onto it.
Alright, so a 28 instead.
Yep.
You manage to, while still keeping yourself running, thanks to Savario's panicked state, you manage to kind of jump into your own head and talk to Suvario, who is looking very panicked for a large white and blue, or white scaled and blue furred dragon.
Hey, Svario, calm down. I think there's something wrong with this room. It's
can't.
messing.
No, I can't. Calm down. I can't let her get me.
Who is this person? A pony or thing?
It's my mother.
What?
My mother, the dragon who, well, laid my egg, and look, she's become a monster in this world. I can't stay here. We have to keep running. Come on.
Well, hey, I think there's something with the room. It's the magic. I can sense it. Even though it just went kaput 10 seconds ago, I can still sense it.
Well, that magic going kaput was partly Vesurio's fault.
Yeah, it's your fault.
Hey! It's your body.
You know what? You're the one that's making me panicked, okay, man?
Savario's a girl.
I know, but that's common
I
slang.
need to double check what that name is, because I keep saying two different versions. Okay, Vesurio. Vasurio. Okay. Anyways, what did you just said?
I said, it's your fault. Calm down.
Calm down? My monstrous mother is chasing us through an endless
I give her a look like... I do like the Y face with like the hand and the girl like extending her neck like...
Oh. Oh my god. Savario, at this point, face palms. You would think a 300-year-old dragon would know this stuff.
I'm guessing it has something to... Wait, can I roll a knowledge? Because I'm going to say some Crystal
some
Empire
knowledge bombs.
backstory.
That would not be knowledge, that would be history. And
So,
also, I would like you to say what you're going to say before you make that roll, because you might not actually know that in character.
Well, I was going to say, this might have to do with the Crystal Empire and some ancient tales of fear magic.
Yeah, you wouldn't know that in character. Sorry.
Oh. Then what could I say along those lines?
Do you have any idea what might be causing this?
It
Might
looks
be
like it's some type of magic interference messing
That
with
would-
your brain.
No, that would be what you ask Vesurio.
Oh, okay. Is this sort of some sort of magic interference?
It's possible. Let's see. Frozen North magic. Fear magic, of course! Alright. Thank you for giving me that little dose of reality.
Anytime.
I knew I picked well when I chose a vessel.
Oh, thanks.
Alright. Now I'll need your help for this.
What do you need me to do?
I need you... Out of character, I need you to make an Arcana check.
Okay. It's just like
No,
that's
I'm
the
gonna
way she
say
said
that
that
in character.
I was
I
like,
need you to make an Arcana check.
just look at the screen like, I need you to make an Arcana check. Okay.
What are you talking about, Mysteria? What the hell's an Arcana check?
And...
Ooh, I got a 22. That's not bad.
And... So, the two of you just kind of combine your magical efforts, and...
Fusion! Ha!
Well, you're already fused, so...
Double fusion?
Time to do the Dragon Ball Z and Steven Universe fusion dance.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why did you go to Dragon Ball instead of Steven Universe, since you've been watching that a lot more?
Well, the thing is, I like the Dragon Ball Z ones more amusing, honestly.
I'm just imagining this teenage pony trying to do that with a full-sized dragon.
That's what I did. It's hilarious.
Anyways, I
That
still
would
have
be
to
so
draw
funny. It's like
Vesurio at
something
some point, but...
tiny, and then a giant thing, like that they do the hand thing, and then it's like, yeah. Or like doing a fusion dance. Oh my god, that'd be so funny.
Anyways, moving from inside your head to outside in your body, you come to a screeching halt as your whole body starts to glow with arcane energy. And, well, I shouldn't control that, but what do you do now that you're all charged up?
I let out a hyper beam. No,
See, this is why I like having you around.
Actually, what I intend on doing is breaking the magical spell of the room.
Alright, so you just, like, stomp your hoof on the ground?
Yeah. And then release a hyper... No, I don't do that.
Alright.
Dr.
It was
Tagonopus.
funny the first time. Let's not push your luck.
That was just sad. No, I'm kidding.
Dr. Octagon.
So, you stomp and create a huge fracture which spiderwebs out from your hoof to cover the entire room and the pink cloud dragon that was chasing you, who actually reels back somewhat.
Well, let's do this, Savario.
Whenever you're ready, dear.
Alright. Is that like in out of character roll an Arcana check?
No, that's just do another stomp.
Okay. Time to do some stomps. Woo! Get out of dance crew.
Oh, jeez.
Are you?
And that second stomp destroys the world around you, sending you into a white void of your own, However, this time you see something off in the distance. A black swirl. But before you can get a good look at it, you snap back into your body, and you're standing on the balcony over where Steely had dropped down earlier.
What happened?
Similar to Crimson, your legs are encased in crystal. However, they're a bit higher up on your legs.
Oh my! What is the? Oh! Wow, that's a lot of crystals. Can I do a check of that? My magical presence ability to like check out these crystals.
Magical presence. What does that do?
Doesn't it like say if there's like a magical presence like in the crystals and just tells you? It's like an info thing.
I'm scrolling through your magic, and I'm not seeing that on your thing.
Really? I thought there's like something like that.
You have empathetic, where you can feel the emotions of creatures around you.
Oh.
But obviously these aren't creatures.
They're crystals.
Rocks.
They feel too.
Hey, don't insult Boulder.
Hey, Boulder is awesome. Tom, however, his older brother, is even more awesome.
Yeah, Tom is so great. Who doesn't love Tom?
Thomas the Tank Boulder. Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, yeah.
Anyways,
Oh,
I'm assuming you're gonna break out?
Break out of
Yep.
freaky ass dancing.
Can I take some of the crystals with me though?
Sure.
Everybody wants the crystals. I don't want them.
As you're collecting the crystals, you actually happen to glance down, and you can see Steely, who has the crystals growing up his legs.
Oh no.
And
I should try to claw him off of him.
Your claws don't actually make a dent yet.
They're
But
worse than
now-
Harvey Dent.
Jenko! Alright. Let's see you get out. Let's go back into Jenko's little...
I'm a tape
trip.
on the floor. How am I going to get out? I can't roll anything.
Well, why don't you
I was
give it a
making a
try?
pun.
Why don't you give it a try? Because it's your turn anyways.
Ah! Right, okay. I'm going to try and flop. Do I still use acrobatics?
Acrobatics or athletics.
I mean, actually, they're the same, so...
Alright. Still, either one.
Wow.
How bad is it?
He got
Please
a 1.
tell me. Oh Lord.
Now, so, Steely doesn't even bother trying to move. He's somewhat resigned himself to his fate. Or at least, he realizes that he can't move anymore. Is there anything else you want to try, or...
Perception.
Anybody else gonna help me? Or am I just gonna be the only one that's trying to help this guy?
Perception 12.
Danson, we're currently in
Wait, that's not...
Jenko's mind, so this is Jenko's
Oh, but
only.
clawing his like stumps.
It's not even making a scratch. I'll tell you
She's
that much
just.
right now.
I think she, as a character, she's talking to herself.
Oh. Alright. But, Jenko, feel free to give me a perception roll. Oh, dang.
31. Okay.
That's much better.
Yeah.
It's almost a nat 20 for you. Well, the first thing you notice is that you are actually able to still look around from your perspective. The second thing you notice is that when you had moved, or when you had failed to move, one of your legs nearby on the ground actually twitched.
The hell? I can try it again.
Right.
So, when I actually do that, can I then do another roll? Like, how many rolls can I take?
Well, let's see what happens. You can... I'm gonna say right now, you can take another roll.
I'm assuming the scrappers are picking up pieces of me, right?
Yeah.
What? Again?
Do you want to expend a magic point to boost that?
Sure, why not? I haven't done it, like, once yet in this entire campaign, so...
So,
It's 19.
while that is still technically a nat 1, you do manage to get a very weak kick from one of your legs, which is currently being held by the first scrapper you met.
The one looking through the window?
What?
The one who dropped the can?
Yeah.
Alright.
And who shouted. He feels this light kick on his flank as the leg that you tried kicking with is currently in his saddlebag. Would you like to attempt another roll with another appendage? At this point, here's what's happened to your body parts. Your leg has been collected. That first leg that got shot off has been collected. The second leg is lying nearby where you are on the opposite end of the cafeteria from the raiders. Your wing is actually embedded in a wall opposite the large window. And your body is kind of slumped on the floor near the window when you had lunged at them. Your head is currently nowhere to be seen.
Well, there goes the plan I was going to go with.
Oh?
I was going to try and kick the tape into my head. Well,
again, I believe it was your left foreleg is sitting on the ground nearby where your tape is.
Mm-hmm.
Danson, what was that? There's a very
some
loud
scraping
noise coming from your end.
Yeah, that's weird. Nothing's really loud that's happening.
I thought you were just beatboxing.
If you were, like, moving in your seat or something, that might have caused it.
Oh, I wasn't really moving.
Who knows?
It's okay.
Anyway,
continuing. Where did you say the body was? It's on the counter, is it?
It is...
Right on the windowsill.
It is lying down just in front of the window. Not on the windowsill, but...
Okay. I'm going to see if I can make it move towards me.
Alright, give me an athletics check for that. See, this is the one that I thought would be the most silly.
Yeah.
I'll be perfectly honest.
Come on. Okay, I got a 20. That's alright.
Alright.
It's not too bad.
In a rather comical fashion that actually surprises the scrappers, your body starts moving around the floor, similar to Sweetie Belle scooting around. If you remember that from Sisterhood
Yes.
Social.
Do I remember it? It became a meme.
That's a good point. But yeah, it's scooting along the floor in wherever you want it to go. At this point, the scrappers are a bit stunned, just watching the body scoot along.
I'm trying to think what kind of effect it would have with my tape in just the neck hole, whatever it is.
Well, it needs a place to be inserted
Yeah,
first. But
like the only place is the head, and I don't.
then again, at this point, I think Steely would have pieced together that this isn't quite real.
Yeah.
So I assume he's been disassembled before,
Yes,
and this wouldn't
a
have
total
happened
of 32
that
times.
way. Oh, ouch! But
I've
this
got
wouldn't have
a
happened.
rough list of those if they were ever to come up.
Ooh.
Anyway, yeah. So the the body is now like scrabbling about the floor. The leg is by the tape, and the other leg is being picked up, right?
The other leg is in a saddlebag. Yes.
Yeah, and the head's nowhere. Okay.
The head is nowhere to be seen, and the wing is embedded in a wall.
Wait, I'm going to roll perception, see if I can see through the head's eyes.
All right, I'll allow it. I am perfectly fine with you guys being creative with your solutions, as long as it's not too out there.
Fair enough.
Yeah. 24, okay.
Alright, with a bit of focus, you manage to get your head to... or you manage to get your eyes to work, and, you can only see, like, half of what's going on. Like, something is obscuring the bottom half of your eyes.
Okay.
What you can see through the rest, however, is the edge of a pot and the ceiling.
So, can't see any of the scrappers or anything like that.
No.
Okay.
However, now that you're seeing through your head instead of the tape recorder, you hear your body crashing into tables and pillars just out of your line of sight.
Do I roll perception to be able to tell which way that's coming from so I can tell where the head is?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I think I'll make this part of that last perception roll,
Okay, alright.
just to make things a bit easier for you. You can tell that it's definitely coming from somewhere on your left, and it's actually getting closer to the head, I mean.
Okay. Do I roll like...
If you want to steer the body
Yeah, how do I
towards the
steer?
direction you think it's going, give me one last athletics check.
Okay. Okay. Really? So many ones!
Wow.
What the hell? Look at my scores! How many ones have I gotten?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3,
Oh my god.
4. At least 4 so far.
Oh my god.
Actually 5, because I forgot about the glass punching.
Yeah.
You really need to get awesomeness or something next level up. Anyways, however, this works in your favor. Sort of.
What?
You miss steering your body directly towards where you think your head is. However, you do hear a loud crash, and the pot that you're in suddenly tips over, and your head rolls out across the floor. And it's at this point you realize that your head was sitting in a pot of some 200-year-old chili.
Ooh, tasty.
Well, moldy, probably.
I remember the chili.
Your body has...
No, that's silly. No reminiscing.
The pot you were in was apparently sitting on the windowsill, and your body bumped into it, or your body bumped into the wall hard enough to knock it down. However, it's a lot further away than you thought it would be. There's still a good few meter or so, maybe 2 meters, between you and it. Or your head and your body, I should say.
Okay.
See, I knew this would be the silly one.
I mean, out of character now, but at least it's not real chili.
How do you know? But
I mean...
Yeah, okay. Maybe there is chili somewhere in this building, but yeah. Anyways.
There?
Now what?
I've lost track of where I... Okay, so now we've got the like... It's okay for you guys. You guys stay in one piece. All right.
Oh, and I'm going to say that at this point, several cracks similar to what Nick and Crimson and Sapphire experienced have started appearing around the room, namely where your body has been running around on the floor.
Yeah, that shouldn't be happening. So,
and
now
at this point, I'm going to say you don't need to make skill checks anymore.
Okay.
You've gotten the hang of controlling your body somewhat from your tape recorder consciousness that you can do it flawlessly.
Okay.
Because this is getting a little bit long.
Yeah. Right. Check. So I'm going to give another kick with the leg in the saddlebag.
Alright. Anywhere particular? It's like sticking straight up out of the saddlebag, the claw in the air.
Back of the head.
Right? Oh! The scrapper feels the metallic kick, which is accented by a very loud clang. And it's a very satisfying noise. And he tumbles forward a bit from just the sheer force of it, and the leg comes tumbling out of his bag. And
so it's now going to claw its way over to the body.
Alright. And as it does so, it leaves white cracks every time it digs its claws in. Until it eventually reaches the body and magically reattaches itself. Frayed wires snapping back together as if it were nothing.
And now the wing is gonna, wiggle about until it falls to the floor and then roll about like a wheel.
Alright. The wing does indeed do so, and spins, I guess, knocking some of the tables around, and conveniently it even hits your consciousness storage, punting it over towards your body as well. It also takes the legs off of one of the scrappers who was unfortunately a bit too close to the wing.
Yeah, if I was going to have to roll for this, I was eventually planning having the wing come out of the wall, and I was going to roll with slice and dice, so.
But yeah.
Good.
So the wing and the tape storage have both made it back to the body. And that just leaves the other leg and the head, I believe.
Yep, so how far away is the head? I forget. There's lots of details where things are.
The head is only about a meter away from the body. The leg...
By the way, are the scrappers reacting to this? Or are they just
Except for the one who is now missing some legs and bleeding out on the floor, they're still in a bit of shock because their prey hasn't exactly gotten back up before. No!
And there he is.
Okay, so... Did you hear what I had said?
No.
With the exception of the one who's bleeding out on the floor from missing his legs, they're all still stunned because their quarries have never gotten back up. At least not like this. So, you're still good.
Alright, so, because I was going to, send one of the legs after them while the, but, anywho, so the claw claws its way over to the head and just sort of, flicks it with one talon again and again until it gets somewhat near the neck.
Alright. Just to save us a bit of time, so you guys can
I rebuild.
Yeah. At this point, your body has gotten close enough together that it's rebuilt itself, and now the cafeteria is covered in these glowing white cracks. Some of them are even going up the scrappers, and there's two very large cracks right over where the legless scrappers' legs used to be.
Okay. Well, this is definitely not normal, and if all else fails I can fly back up, I'm going to jump into that hole.
Which hole?
The one with the holes that were left by the scrappers' legs.
Oh. Okay, they're not that big. They're about the size of a hoof.
Okay, I'm going to reach in.
Alright.
Getting Doctor Who vibes.
Yeah. I'm going to say that it actually pulls you into that white void. And you...
Well, this is boring.
Hey! Similar to Danson,
I meant the white void.
You can see a dark swirling mass off in the distance before you wake up again.
I haven't had drugs in a long time, but I think I just had some.
And Sapphire?
Yeah.
Steely just woke up. So
yeah, that was in character.
You two are now reunited.
Great. You're not dead. That's good to know.
Wow.
I mean, kind of.
Well, look, I'm happy that you're not dead. I'm very happy that you're not dead.
I mean, I'm still functioning, I think. Well, there's these... Okay.
Also, at this point...
Do you want me to try to get them off?
Also, at
Sorry.
this point, Crimson walks onto the catwalk and sees you two down below. So that the party's back together.
Okay.
Almost. All of it. We're still missing Feather.
And Silver.
Oh yeah, where is Feather Dance?
Yeah, well, we can't really work Silver, so
Did you look up to see me, or did they notice me?
I'm still kind of reeling over the fact that I just had a high from being a robot.
I think they probably heard your hooves against the metal catwalks, though.
Sorry, right, that's back to us. Okay, right.
Now that the crazy stuff is done, you get to explore the vault.
Well then.
I'm gonna check my pit buck for Feather Dance.
I'm gonna get myself out of these things. So, do I need to roll, or is it just that I'm out?
Nah, you just fish it around a bit and it'll break.
Okay. So, do these?
You can't seem to locate Feather Dance on your EFS. However, further along the catwalk and down another hall, you think you can see Silver through a window, and, well, the black crystals seem to be getting much higher up on him than they did with you guys.
They weren't really all that high on me, were they?
Yeah, the highest they went was probably with Danson. They went almost up to the top of her legs.
Like, they barely went anywhere on me, didn't they?
They went, like, halfway up your leg. They almost touched your knees. Same for Steely.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Sapphire just had the added effect of having two fears because of Vesurio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
Thanks, Vesurio. Let me stop.
You feel a cold glare from somewhere inside your mind.
Did someone just
What?
lower the temperature in here?
Hey.
But,
wait, in an uncharacteristic thing of me, I'm gonna go up to at least Sapphire and give her a hug.
well, go down to Sapphire.
Yeah.
Aw, thanks.
I'm glad you're okay.
Same here. I'm glad that no one died. That would make a special adventure.
That was a really weird. I don't know. Let's call it a dream sequence for now.
I still don't know what's going on. My senses will figure it out.
Yeah. I kind of figured that out pretty soon, but then I ended up. You know what? Maybe we can talk about that later. Let's just say.
Fire.
Let's just say I don't like the pony I am.
Aww.
Aw.
I would like to point out that I did say that Silver was nearby, and you guys didn't do anything about that.
Oh, well, he's most likely, like, high on a cloud.
No, he's covered in black
After we
crystals,
went
same as you guys.
Steely,
Let's rescue them or something.
Steely, can you break the crystals?
Wow, or something.
Without breaking his legs, I'll try.
Yeah,
Don't break
we can
his
carry
legs.
him.
That costs too much legs.
Alright, so...
Let's break his legs!
Thank you, Nora. You guys go up to where Silver is, and he's actually muttering to himself somewhat, though whatever he's saying is rather incoherent.
Speaking in tongues. Wait, no.
Now, you guys can break him out. You'll need to do either an athletics or an arcana check. Yeah, that's what I expected.
I can do it.
Alright. Go ahead.
I got a 36.
Oh, wow. You just blew that out of the water.
I am an OP god form. Must nerf.
Well, I'll tell you this much. The DC, or the requirement, was 35.
Okay.
Well, I am
good
not
work.
an OP god. Can't nerf.
Anyways, so using a spell, using a bit of a weaker spell to what Sapphire and Vesurio had used inside their dream sequence, they managed to break the crystals around Silver, who collapses to the floor, and at first he's actually shouting out people's names, and one of the last names he shouts out is Minty.
Absolutely.
But
Actually, didn't I hear him say that name before?
no.
When I got him?
No.
Okay.
Trust me, having had to re-listen to a lot of these sessions, I'm sure.
Okay.
Because of that, I am sorry.
Well, no. I re-listened to the sessions to write the summaries that I read in the next session.
Yeah, I get you. I'm just sorry you have to listen to this.
It's fun.
Okay.
Well, what I'll sometimes do is just go into Audacity, put the speed up to about 1.5, and listen to us all turn into chipmunks.
Oh,
Well,
that's
then.
really funny.
It is. Especially with Jenko laughing about his derp rolls.
Well, it does happen a lot.
Okay.
Anyways,
I'm
so
gonna,
yeah, that's 4 out of 5.
I'm gonna keep looking for.
Yeah, I'll just sling Silver over my back and just keep going.
One thing you do notice is that Silver was actually standing just outside a much more, I guess, ornate door compared to all the other ones. And a quick glance at a nearby plaque reads Overmare's office.
Let's see if I can download the schematics to the building.
From
Alright,
where?
guys, I gotta go for now.
It's the Overmares thing. There's gotta be a computer.
Anyway, see you guys. I have to leave.
Aw.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Bye,
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I think we might have to reschedule so we all have a bit of more time. Because this is going on a lot longer than I thought it would.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, it's been 2.5 hours and you guys just broke out of all your dream stuff. But anyways, well, you have to go into the Overmare's office first.
Okay, fine. I go into it.
Compared to the offices that you guys have seen for Overmares in the past, this one seems fairly average, except for the giant crystal growth in the corner that is going from the floor all the way up to the ceiling.
Okay, that wasn't in my one. It was in yours.
And
Yeah.
these crystals all match the ones that you were just in. Or the
Six.
ones that were entrapping you.
Steely, can you break this open?
Guess so. Here we go. 17.
I'm assuming you just go up to it and punch it or something, but
Yeah.
it barely makes a scratch, and your plating actually dents from punching it.
This... Wait. How come it's so easy to break out that stuff? And it's... Okay, my muddled thought. Whoa, okay. Right. Sorry, for some reason my brain just isn't working well today. Might be the 2 or 3 parties I went to. Now I can't remember what I was going to say. Okay, I'm dented. Forget it. Yes, okay. That's basically what I was going to say.
I can't exactly give an answer.
Well, no, you're not a character in the room right now.
Yeah. This is the one problem with not having Feather Dance around. I can't give advice. Well,
technically, Feather Dance is the god incarnate.
She doesn't know everything either, and she thinks you're all crazy.
So do you.
Well, yeah, but I know I'm right. Anyways, in addition to the odd crystals growing up the wall, the terminal on the Overmare's desk is actually on, and it seems to be unlocked.
I think this is your territory.
Crimson?
Oh, sorry.
I think we're all a bit today.
Yeah, and...
No, sorry, I while you were doing that, I caught myself reading something and I got distracted. Can you say that again?
There's a terminal on the Overmare's desk that is on and unlocked.
Cool. I'm gonna look at it.
Alright. Inside is a series of audio logs. All of them seem to be from the Overmare, but several of them are corrupted. There's about 4 or 5 that you think will still be able to play without too many problems.
Play that funky music.
Starting from the top?
Damn right.
Alright. I'm gonna post the transcripts of them in the chat, but since these are audio logs, I get to actually read them out for you guys. Okay. I get to be in character for stuff.
Woo!
Alright. Stable... Yeah, I already fucked it up.
Good start. I mean, I can't say anything right now, but yeah, go on.
Stable Overmare's Log 1, number 1. Well, here we are. One of more than 100 safe havens from the end of the world raging outside. We're trying not to think about that and focus on what we have in here. Plenty of food and water, some recyclers, and all the crystal magic that the Crystal Empire could offer. It's amazing seeing all of this at work, and even more amazing seeing the crystal ponies working on them together with other races. I can't wait to see how much we can improve this too, since it's just going to be us from now on. Thank you, Stable Tech, for all your hard work. Love, Overmare Starshard.
Boop.
On to the next one.
I'm guessing something went wrong.
Something always goes wrong in these stables. Let's be perfectly honest here.
No, sometimes it goes right. That's the problem.
Alright. And the next one?
Let's be honest. Sometimes it's meant to go wrong.
Stable Overmare's Log 1, number 37. We found some leaks in the paneling in Wing C today. No signs of radiation, but the leak wasn't water either. Some sort of black ooze has seeped in instead, growing almost like a mold. I had Spanner take some samples down to the research lab to see if they recognized it, while the cleanup crew torched the rest of it. hopefully it's nothing too bad. If the stable is leaking, that could become a serious problem in a few days' time.
Okay, next.
Right?
Mm.
And the next one is almost another 30 days away, but much shorter. Stable Overmare's Log 1, number 65. How? How can she be walking around the halls? My sister, Shooting Star, is walking the halls of the stable. My stable. She was shot in the head, point blank, by a zebra, and now she's here, walking around. Nobody believes me, but I know what I saw. I saw that hole in her head.
Whoa.
One sec.
Is there any more?
There are two more, one of which is from the Overmare, and another is actually a pre-recorded message for the Overmare.
Okay, I had to talk to my dad for a second, but yeah, that's why I wasn't responding.
Alright. So, ready for entry 4?
Yep.
This voice is actually different, as if it's another pony. Stable Overmare's Log 2, number 1. She fucking did it. Starshard fucking caused all of this. That stupid ooze is the cause of all our problems, and Star is the one who decided it would be a good idea to take fucking samples. The crystal ponies told her it was bad, but it was too late. Now we've lost all of engineering and access to the core, and it's only getting worse. If anyone comes here, run. Just run. Don't look for survivors. Don't look for supplies. Just run. I have to go now. I can hear them No. No, get away! Get away! Ah! And then it ends into static.
You know what? I don't think we should stay here much longer.
Not until we find Feather.
Of course. I meant us as a group.
Good.
And, then there's just the pre-recorded message for the Overmare of Stable 82. This is actually copy-pasted straight from the original fic. It's...
Oh, really?
It's Scootaloo's message to the Overseers.
Oh,
or to
okay.
the Overmares. So, I'm going to paste that into a private chat for Nick, so
Okay.
he gets to know what it is. But if you've read the fic, and I don't want to spoil stuff, then you know what this is all about. So
Yeah.
And that'll give Nick a bit more context.
And considering that that I actually came from one and I was a computer from the vault.
Yeah, you've probably heard this in your program.
It's still in there.
Yeah. Alright. So, that is the end of the terminal messages.
Okay. Right, don't know if there's anything else on there, is there?
Nope. That seems to be it.
I'm just reading it real quick, that's why.
Also, is there, is us taking stuff what caused us to have hallucinations?
No, because you guys... Oh, well, I guess you did take, items from the boxes
A few
on the
guns,
first floor.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly at liberty to say,
Okay.
but it would be worth it to continue exploring.
I'm looking to see if I see any of that green mold and stuff while I'm still looking for Feather.
It's actually not green. They said it was
Black.
Okay, black. You know what I meant.
Yeah.
I mean, basically,
So
a bit of
I
difference.
guess you guys are just gonna continue heading down the floors?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alright. Nothing seems to particularly stick out for you. after a little while, around floor 4, you start finding skeletons. No blood or any signs of struggles, but skeletons.
Did they die from those hallucinations?
It's quite possible. Fear is a powerful tool.
As you continue going down, however, as soon as you reach floor 5, you hear what almost sounds like a chandelier or a glass wind chime being blown in the wind. However, it sounds much more sinister, and while it's echoing throughout the stable, you can clearly tell that it's coming from somewhere to your left as you enter the first corridor.
Okay, my self-preservation is telling me to go the opposite way, but we should probably check that out.
I'm just on the lookout for Feather, so I'm gonna look in there anyway.
Okay, so you're gonna head in that direction?
Yep.
Alright. Before you get to the end of the corridor, where the sound is becoming the most loudest, a crystal-encased figure seems to slowly come around the corner, almost like it has to uproot itself every time it takes a step.
Crystal what?
Figure.
Okay.
The figure is vaguely pony-shaped. However, its eyes are smoking this odd purple color, and the creature turns to face you and slowly opens its mouth as if to talk, and the words quite literally spill out of their mouths, as in you can actually see physical words dripping out of their mouths along with this black sludge. In among the words, you can make out a few just by looking. There's help, run, kill. If you want to see any others, you're going to have to give me a perception check as the words pile up on the floor.
Well, I've got a theory, so... Perception. I'm going to roll perception.
Perception?
Well,
17. Oh, no, 27.
Alright. Looking among the words, you can also make out 3 others, which are hide, fear, and core.
I'm gonna roll 2. Nah? Perception. See what's up with the thing?
Well, I mean, Steely could just tell you now that he's succeeded the roll.
I guess.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. I keep forgetting we're not actually symbiotic. Okay.
Yeah, there's a difference between player knowledge and character knowledge.
Yeah.
Shatter the fourth wall. I don't want to.
Alright, so...
It's the first time I've used it, so...
Yep, alright, so...
Oh, right, that thing.
So...
Alright, let's go find...
You seem to just leave it?
What do you want to fight it?
Actually, after a few seconds, it starts moving again, and it actually moves past you guys.
Yeah. I think my theory's right. That was our character. I don't think it wants to hurt us. I think it's suffering.
I know this probably isn't like you, but we need to put it out of its suffering.
Oh boy.
That's too much like me, actually.
Oh. He knows you don't like killing as much as he's willing to, so that's kind of why I said it.
Yeah, in cold blood. Anyway, so do we start actual combat phase, or is it just
I
roll?
think we'd get a surprise attack, wouldn't we?
I'm gonna say you have to roll for this.
Okay.
Any pluses?
Nope.
Athletics, I guess. Well, no. Just 1d20?
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, athletics or acrobatics.
Oh,
I thought you meant, like, do you have to...
Any penalties or additives?
Yeah, I thought that was what you meant. But no.
I'm going to try and slice with the wing.
Athletics or whatever.
I accidentally rolled 3 times, but my first one was 18.
Okay, but you still need the modifier for...
Can I just add 8 to it? It's like the same thing.
Yeah, alright. However, any attacks you make simply bounce right off it, similar to when Steely tried to break the crystal up in the Overmare's office.
Shit. How the...
At this point, I don't want to drag this out too much since...
Yeah, I understand that. I'm trying to think of ways to move it along, but, like...
At this point, however, you guys all notice that there's a new friendly marker on your EFS. It's not the creature, it's coming from somewhere off to your left-ish.
I speed over there.
Okay. I wanted to leave before, but we kind of have to help. But
Well, I just speed over there as soon as I see the friendly thing, thinking it might be Feather.
yeah, I'm following. It's just like
Not as fast.
Reluctantly, and maybe glancing back at the thing every so often. Something like that.
no. The thing is, I actually trust that thing.
Ah. Well, I mean more reluctantly because you want to help, but...
Yeah.
Anyways, Crimson, you come bursting into what appears to be a lab, and...
Good.
Feather Dance is actually walking around and gives a high-pitched scream as you come crashing in.
What's wrong?
Well,
Jesus. Brown,
happy to see you too.
you scared the crap out of me. What the hell was that?
Oh, that's what that smell is.
Shut up. Look, where have you idiots been?
Trapped in nightmares, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what.
Levitate the black crystal up.
From Electric Cheap.
Yeah. Please? Clearly some sort of gem, crystal, ooze infection, causes fears. Yeah. I was worried.
Yeah. Well, is that all you found?
There's someone out there.
we found someone, but it seems like they mentioned like the core, running, killing.
Well, I meant the crystals, because, look, follow me. And she walks off to a actually normal door, like, door with a glass window and handle and all that. Only there's a slight purple glow coming from the inside.
That's never good.
Yeah. She pulls open the door, having to use a bit of force, and the first thing you see is that the entire room is made out of these black crystals, which seem to have a purple luster to them. There's even some that are growing on the door, though there's a lot of cracks around the edge from Feather Dance forcing it open.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna roll perception.
Right? What are you trying to perceive?
I'm looking at the center of the room.
Like,
I probably should have said what I was trying to see first, but yeah.
So just whatever's in the dead center of the room?
Yeah.
There doesn't seem to be anything in the center. However, there's plenty of stuff around the room that has been just overgrown with the crystals. You can vaguely make out what might have been a shelf or a filing cabinet, a desk, a pair of chairs, and a terminal. This place was like here when this place was like it. I can't talk.
Like that.
It was like this when I got here. Feather Dance ads, and I was just about to see if I could dig anything up on the terminal back in the lab when someone decided to scare the pants off of me.
Oh, that was us, right?
Yeah. Well, him. And she nods at Crimson.
Oh. Great. Guess I'm not that scary. Fine.
Well, you didn't
Wait,
come...
silly jealous.
Well, you didn't come smashing down the door like he did. Or attempting to. But, yeah, there's a terminal back in the lab that might have something in there.
Good. Let's go check it out.
Right. And it turns out that it's just recently been unlocked. Feather Dance may have been hacking it into it herself. But there are several lab notes listed on this terminal. Ready?
Yeah.
These ones are just like word. These are just text files.
Okay.
Inserting a break. But so you guys can read these. Whoever's sitting at the terminal.
Okay.
Right. So first entry.
Unknown dark substance notes number 1. Petrie, 3rd of the 11th. Oh wait, is that?
I wrote this.
That's American time, right?
Actually, no. I wrote this day, month, year.
Oh, okay. All right.
Actually.
Okay, so.
Yeah, day, month, year. I think. No, not what.
Okay, 3/11/1077.
Okay.
That way it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Anyway, Starshard had the samples of the mold from Sea Wing delivered to us. Looked harmless enough, though our Crystal Pony scientists disagree. Lackluster has been saying it's rather dangerous, and he even excused himself from the lab when I told him I'd be experimenting on it. Oh well, I'll just have to work without him.
Okay. I just checked the dates on the other one, and yeah, it is arranged in day, month, year.
Okay.
Alright, so here's the next one. These are going to be a bit long.
Why do people always insist on working alone?
But yeah, these are going to be a bit long. This is what happens when there's huge breaks in between sessions.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what happens. You make awesome sessions. I mean, what?
Yeah, we like it.
It would be nice if all four of us were here, but oh well.
Yeah.
Anyways.
At least Anderson turned up for most of it.
Yeah. And she seemed to have fun.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's the second note.
Okay. Do you want to do this one, Nick, or shall I continue?
Sure. Let me get open. Unknown dark substance. Notes 2. Heat tree. 4/11/1077. Initial tests have come up severely unhelpful. So far, we have only determined a few things. One of us, this is not some kind of mold, as it has no bacteria to speak of. Its texture seems to be more of a molasses, or at very least some sort of jam. Jam.
Damn it.
Safety regulations are struggling with vapid curiosity to try and spread it on my afternoon toast. But that's beside the point. So far, we have been unable to get a reaction out of the thing. Non-soluble, non-combustible, not even acid is affecting this thing. At one point, I wish I could throw it outside into radiation for a few minutes and see what happens.
Why are scientists so stupid? They're meant to be the clever people.
Well, you said that these crystals were having some kind of weird effect on you, right? This is Featherdance talking.
Yeah, they made us have fear and dreams. This guy's just an idiot.
Well, maybe it had a different plan for this guy.
Maybe it wanted to grow.
Anyways. Notes 5.
Featherdance, you want to see this one?
Alright. Unknown dark substance, notes number 3. Petrie 5/11/1077. Success! We've finally gotten a reaction out of it. A magical current of about 3.7 thom was introduced, just a bit more than needed for telekinesis, and the result has been rather fascinating. The substance began to harden and crystallize, growing into a small cluster of dark purple crystals and subsequently growing over my entire microscope. Sure, I almost got stabbed in the eye, but I certainly can't complain about the results. I see what you mean by scientists being really dumb. Anyways,
Yeah.
Lackluster stopped by per my request and let out the girliest scream I've ever heard. Absolutely delightful. I can't wait to see where this goes. Yeah, they're pretty dumb.
I'm guessing Lackluster was one of the crystal ponies?
Maybe. Certainly what it seems to imply. Next one?
Seems like they knew what this thing was.
Yeah.
Unknown dark substances notes number 5. 7/11/1077. I arrived at my lab this morning to find Lackluster attempting to move all my samples of the dark substance into the incinerator. We had a bit of a altercation, but I managed to salvage what little was left of the samples. The entire batch of crystals are gone, as well as any hopes of retrieving my microscope. About 3 fluid ounces worth of the base sample are left of the 20 I was sent, and I am worried to experiment on what is left. As a precaution, I have locked away the last of it in my private safe under the desk and changed the code. With Lackluster's comments of me being a childish filly playing with it. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, a childish filly playing with death. I can't take any chances. Yeah, I completely... Why is it the assistants have to take orders from idiots?
I don't know if Lackluster's an assistant. It's making him sound like he's just another scientist.
Maybe. Just not all bad.
Alright. Crimson, you got the next one?
Sure. Unknown dark substance, note 6, Petri 212-177. What in the name of the princesses did that paranoid idiot do? The sample I locked away in my safe has grown out of control, nearly encasing my entire office in black crystal. The bastard even had the balls to come up and say all of this could have been prevented if I had just listened to him. What the hell? Hasn't the idiot ever heard of the unending quest for knowledge? Yeah, they're kinda dumb. Whatever happened, I have moved my office into a lab full-time, collecting a fresh sample of crystals, coating my late office. Oddly enough, chipping at it seemed to revert the chipped-off pieces back to its base state. It seemed like I still will win this one, old man.
Okay, so that was Petrie's office. Featherdance comments, glancing at the crystal-encased room.
Is there a chisel around here? He said he chipped the stuff off, but I couldn't dent it.
Maybe in one of the drawers. There's still one entry left, though. Want me to handle it, or...?
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
you guys have a look at it. I'll listen from over here. I'll check the room.
Alright. Jenko, go ahead and give me a perception check in the background. I'll take care of it after this last one.
Okay.
Unknown dark substance, notes number 8, Petrie 0412 1077. Wow, there's a month gap, isn't there?
Seems like it.
Lack. Oh no. Lack killed himself. Apparently, whatever paranoia had been eating at him finally drove him to the edge. He even left a note saying, "I will not suffer his cruelty a second time." What the actual fuck? I've postponed any continued studies of this substance for the time being. It just doesn't feel right after what happened. To make matters worse, I swear the sample has gotten bigger than it was yesterday. Could Lack have actually been perfectly sane in his accusations? That just makes me feel even worse.
Wow.
Guys? You
Yeah?
said you found dead bodies in the hall, right?
Yeah. How did you not see them?
I was a bit distracted, running away from my own fears. But do you think the crystal ponies killed themselves? All of them?
I would assume so. Fear is a powerful emotion.
I don't see how. There wasn't any trauma to the skull or anything like that.
They could have just taken some poison or something.
Could be.
Alright. Well, I guess we have a vague idea of what happened now.
Could that guy out that...
I think that might have been...
Is Petri the actual person who's writing these?
Yeah,
I
Okay.
think that might have been Petri.
Petrie. It's...
Petrie.
Okay, the way these are set up is it's the title of the file, the name of who wrote it, and the date.
Yeah, okay. I also assumed because scientist.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, I think the guy out in the corridor, I think that's him.
Her,
Okay, her.
a childish filly? Come on, you guys.
Yes.
Whatever.
But
Look, I'm missing everything right now. Doesn't matter to me anymore.
wait, what? What do you mean?
Robot.
Oh, right. Sorry.
What, you think they installed a nozzle down there? No.
Ew. Look, let's just...
Didn't take away my humor.
Anyways,
Seems fire can deal with it. Anyone got a match?
Well, I found something over here.
don't we have a dragon? Or a half dragon?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Jenko made a
Perception.
perception check. You did
Pretty good
manage
ones.
you did manage to find a chisel. The tip is extremely damaged, though. You also found the incinerator. However, when you opened it up, the entire inside was also coated with the black crystals. Only these ones were smoking instead of glowing purple like the ones in the office.
I wonder where the smoke goes.
Well, it's an underground bunker. They probably have some sort of ventilation shaft, right?
But this place was made to survive nuclear fallout.
Yeah, and...
They can't let radiation in.
Yeah, so air purification? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Could be.
So,
Back up on our ships, we do have air filtration units to get rid of any smoke, just so we don't have to crack a window open in low atmosphere.
Makes sense. Okay. What if... So are we assuming that these things in here are inert?
I don't know. Maybe. Without knowing what its active state looks like, it's kind of hard to tell.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up a piece. If something goes wrong, just chop off one of my fingers. I can
What?
get another...
Oh, right, robot. Alright.
Yeah. Alright, I picked it up. So what's gonna happen? DM.
You pick up one of the crystals, which actually breaks off fairly easy from the rest of the clusters in there. However, as you pull it away from the other clusters, it actually dissolves in your hand and just turns to dust.
I like that. It's gone. Okay.
Alright. Well, that's one.
I
guess
think we've
maybe-
got our cure then. Has to be fire. Why did Dan start to go? Sorry. I mean, like,
Hold on.
how are we gonna?
Hold on.
Because
Did
she's still
you
with
say
us
that-
technically, isn't she?
Yes, she is technically still with you, as well as Silver.
Silver's on my back.
yeah.
Well, no, he's conscious now and walking around.
Oh, is he? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. You said that that the creature out there mentioned something about a core?
Let's blow it up.
Yeah. If... Have you heard anything else about a core in this place?
Not a dick.
Yes, you have. You
Have we?
have, actually.
Well, aren't I perceptive?
The last stable overmare log.
Yes, I'll find it, Janko.
We've lost all of engineering and access to the core.
Okay.
It said they lost access to the core.
Well, maybe if we can get Sapphire to torch whatever might be blocking the core, we can get in there and find out whatever's going on.
Fair enough. Let's do.
Because from the sounds of it, that's where the big problem is.
Indeed. Let's do it.
Alright. I think at this point we're gonna draw the session to a close now.
Okay.
Okay.
Because we're almost to the bottom.
Joy.
So, what did you think of that?
Not
That was
bad.
damn good. That was damn good. It's just that we're all bumbling idiots.
Well, hey,
Well,
you have to give me credit.
all right.
I got.
Just me then. Just me.
You have to give me credit. I got around my fear pretty easier than I thought I was gonna.
To be fair, if you guys hadn't known what was going to be down here, you probably wouldn't have been as prepared or as perceptive of what was happening.
Well, to be fair though, I would have still tested. I would have still checked on it, and seeing no footprints is still pretty damn suspicious.
That's true. But I was right. Steely's part of that was the most fun.
I was just expecting to have to be rebuilt. Because I didn't think of it being dream sequence.
Oh, so you thought that was actually happening?
Yeah.
Well,
I thought they were just like some kind of changeling hive. Because when it showed to Danson.
yeah, that's a good point. But
One that had been mutated to take fear.
oh, that was. Oh, yeah, okay. But yeah, I'm pretty glad with how that session turned out. It would have been nicer if we had everyone and
Yeah.
everyone stayed for the whole thing. But next session, we will be heading into the core. And
We're gonna die.
yeah, in case it isn't obvious, we're coming up on our
Boss.
first major boss fight.
Meh.
Don't you mad at me?
That was a slap.
Oh. A slap for him?
Yeah.
Good.
Nah.
If you actually had one of my slaps, you wouldn't be saying me.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I probably would have beaten you to it. Anyways.
Imagine if we could do this around an actual table. That'd be amazing.
I would love that.
I would
Yeah.
too.
Like, at one point we actually have a live session or something.
Yeah.
Oh god, imagine if we could have, like, a panel at a convention.
Oh god, that would be perfect.
We're not that popular yet, but
God.
I'm still having fun with this all the same.
Yeah, me too.
Definitely.
Plus, we have the eventual. We have not dancing show up every once in a while.
Yeah.
I love not dancing.
But,
Thing is, we have to. Even if we do get that popular, let's say we do get that popular and we get a spot at convention, are we sure that Danson would turn up?
what do you mean? Oh, yeah. No. See, here's what we'll do. We'll bring Cactus along, and we'll have him wear like a mask that has Danson's icon on it. And that'll be
yes,
the
there we
not
go.
Danson.
Okay.
It's perfect.
No one will suspect a thing.
But I think it's time we actually draw the session to a proper close.
I thought we had. Okay.
Well, a send-off, I mean.
Okay.
So, from all of us to you, thank you for listening, and have a nice day or night.